love the boy. But that team made up of Jerk, KP, and Stee.
Yeah.
So a lot of those VSS names that we've seen before. So that's another matchup that's going to be really exciting. But here we are. We're moving into the top 32. Valorant Sunday Showdown number 36. We're getting right into Agent Select.
Taking a look at what's going to get locked in here for Ascent. A lot of names I'm looking across the board here that if they were to pop into a ranked game of mine on the opposite side of the scoreboard, I would not be feeling too comfortable. So I'm sure these teams feeling the pressure as they get loaded into this lobby. We do see the breach already coming in for Penguin Sledding, as well as Slimy Boogermen. Anderson picking up the breach for Slimy Boogerman. Dev on the Sova. Instinct on the Cypher. Pugstar, as always, on the Jet. Going to be going up against Hazard on the side of Penguin Sledding, that Jet Opera combo. So we wait for Fair to lock in that last pick. Looks like it very well could be the Omen.
Not going to be the Reyna. We were talking about how he was popping off on Reyna in the last week, but they don't have that Omen, and Omen has really been pivotal to these team comps lately.
Yeah, well, I definitely take a look at both of these comps as they are looking right now. It is a mirror matchup. A lot of vision denial to go out across this map. So it will be interesting to see, A, the executes that come forward, but B, also how that plays into that mid-control fight that we were talking about, because not only will these teams have two pathways, for themselves to get across the map safely, but now they'll be able to lay down an absolute wall of smokes to prevent any sort of peeking eyes on their master plans. And so will be interesting to see where the fireworks pop off on Ascent as we take a look through these corridors that will be the host to some exciting plays here for Top 32 Valorant Sunday Showdown. We are getting into it.
And getting into it, really excited to see how this pistol round works out. We were talking a little bit earlier about how impactful the armor is in the early game. So I'm really excited to see if and how many players are buying these early game light shields. Only see 2 on the side of Penguin Sledding here, 3 coming through for Slimy Boogerman, and it can really prevent you from getting the right-click headshot coming through from the classic. It can keep you alive so much longer than you. We talk about it with Barrio. The only HP that matters is that last one.
Of course, yeah. The armor key to preserving those last little bits of life. Definitely be interesting to see how it plays out here, as it's kind of actually one thing my eyes jumped to immediately looking at this scoreboard is the differences in the buys between the two Sovas right now. Moonblue opting for that classic light armor. Dev going for the Ghost there. Now, I'll say personally, when I'm locking in the Sova, I'm picking up the Ghost, no armor, getting my Owl Drone and Recon Bolt ready to go. But does seem like Moonblue is going for that light armor there. So already a bit of difference in approach there. And I think Moonblue a bit more unorthodox.
Yeah, a little bit different there coming through for him. I'm not sure if we'll see him pick up the Owl Drones or if he's going for the Shock Darts, but we do have a technical pause coming through. We'll have everyone back in just a second. I see everyone moving now. I think we were waiting on Hyun, but yep, clock moving down now, and we are getting into it. Pistol round about to come through.
Penguin Sledding on attack, looking to face Slimy Boogerman on defense here on Ascent. Top 32 Valorant Sunday Showdown. We've got Pugstar ready to go here on A site, ready to put up this wall to try and stop Penguin Sledding. But so far, no rush to the action, no rush to get things started until now. Here comes the execute. Penguin Sledding, Hazard storming out. He's going to take a lot of damage. The sprays from Slimy Boogerman already coming through, already successful. Pugstar finds 2 before getting taken out by King, but that may be enough for Slimy Boogerman to hold on to this site.
Beautiful Shock Dart coming through. Moonblue will be able to take down Dev with that, and I was right, did pick up the Shock Darts instead of the Owl Drone. And it really paid off for him there.
Yeah, I can't believe Penguin Sledding survived that hold from Slimy Boogerman. Slimy Boogerman able to get themselves into that 3v2. It looked all but done and dusted, but Penguin Sledding there, specifically King, coming through with the triple kill. Really big play from him.
And I actually love what we are seeing on the scoreboard right now. We have 5 full shields coming through for Penguin Sledding. Going up against Classics, that is going to be so impactful. That's 2 extra bullets from a Classic.
Well, one sheriff
yeah,
from
there's
the
one
Slimy
sheriff,
Boogermen.
so we might see some big doinks coming through from Slimy Boogermen. But
get a few of those rolling.
Yeah, definitely makes the work harder here for Slimy Boogermen.
Yeah, absolutely. Slimy Boogerman not expecting too much from the second round. No force spy to be found. Just going to be some right clicks and a bit of hope. But things are certainly going to come to a head here on Catwalk. They are inches apart. Pugstar maybe playing a little too dangerous. Gets mowed down. Not careful enough. Hazard punishes the 2 defenders of Slimy Boogerman before getting gunned down out of the sky by Kaplan. Kaplan trying to do what they can to hold on to this site, but has already gone over to the flightless birds.
Yeah, and we have King moving around on the side, playing that lurk, and just trying to find where the last members are. Penguin Sledding able to get that spike down, and we have a 4v3 advantage for them. One thing I really liked, Moonblue actually picked up an Ares this round, so he's going to have that super high firepower, and it's especially impactful shooting from hell up through the floor. So much armor penetration on that gun.
Yeah, that can create a wall of bullets for the defenders to try and retake through, but they're still going to go for it nonetheless. Try and find some picks here. Hyun holds down Doorway. Moonbloom sprays down Instinct Fair. Takes down Dev, and that's going to be a easy round for Penguin Sledding. But now they've got a true test in the form of a Slimy Boogerman full buy coming through here for the 3rd round.
Yeah, they will be a little uneven in terms of the gun matchups here. I don't think they will be able to match a buy here, but one thing that I really like about Penguin Sledding is they're really good about putting anywhere from 4 to 6 rounds, like pretty much the first 4 to 6 rounds belong to them every time they play.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if they're able to keep that kind of momentum rolling. I honestly, the weapons favor Slimy Boogerman right now, but with the way that Penguin Sledding likes to play, I'm going to favor them for this round.
Yeah, we'll see how that aggression pays off. So far, not so well. Dev gets that early shotgun kill. Instinct follows up. The spray lands on the Hazard, walking into a hazardous situation. Dev picks out Hyun on the side, and Penguin Sledding have fallen completely into the Boogerman's trap, but nonetheless, still get that spike down. Only 2 members here to try and defend it. Make it a quarter, make it 0. Moonblue had 25 HP, now has 0 HP and bump. Is that a caster curse?
It's a caster curse. It happens.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
My actual favorite thing about that round was Instinct was able to pick up that kill onto Hazard with the last bullet of his Phantom. He was walked into the last bullet. If it was like a half second later, Hazard probably could have taken a nice 2K there, but just sometimes you walk into a headshot.
It's the last HP that's the most important. Oftentimes, it's the last bullet most important. Anderson said, this one's got your name on it, Hazard. Sent it right over. And now we really see the game start to develop as Slimy Boogermen get their first round on the board early on, preventing Penguin Sledding from running up the score early as they like to do. Penguin Sledding, so aggressive of a team, takes some serious tactics to try and slow down their roll. Slimy Boogerman up to the task for now. See if they can prevent if they can prevent Penguin Sledding from extending that lead. Pugstar aggressively pushing this catwalk. He's gonna run right into 2 members, but he's happy to take that fight. Takes down Young, backs away. Does pay a bit of HP, but that's a trade I think Pugstar is going to be happy with every single time.
Yeah, Anderson about to find Hazard here, but a quick shot coming through. Hazard falls right after Pugstar, able to pick that one up, but 3v4 Penguin Sledding, not able to get the spike down quite yet.
Yeah, light speed trades coming there through mid. We wondered how action-packed or non-action-packed mid would become. So far has been hotly contested by these 2 teams, specifically the 2 Jets, and now the 2 Cyphers going to war. Instinct wins out, holding down B-site. Still though, the remaining 2 Penguins will be able to get on site, get the spike down, try to hold it down from the remaining 4 Boogermen.
Yeah, definitely not an impossible position here for Penguin Sledding. Health bar is not great. Just 26 HP left on that Jet. Really, really rough position for them. Oh, just blind shots coming through fair, able to pick up a quick 2K. He's in a 1v2 and really low HP himself.
Oh, fair. Had to play that one exactly perfect. Exactly perfectly. Unfortunately, Instinct snuffed them out there, and so Slimy Boogermen take 2 in a row, tie it up at 2 apiece. Now Penguin Sledding, some difficult questions being asked moving forward.
Yeah, Fair does have that ultimate ready, and he is the one that is typically the spike holder, so we might see some tricky plays, some tricky movement coming through for him. And typically when you see that Omen available, the Omen ult available on Ascent, you're going to have the attacking team go towards the A and then try to get that B room teleport coming through. So we'll have to see how where Slimy Boogerman is of that possibility.
The old switcheroo, the oldest trick in the book, quite literally. The old teleport without teleporters, the bind without bind. I'll run out of names for this soon, I promise. As Penguin Sledding now inching their way forward, now storming their way forward out onto A site, and Slimy Boogerman not really wanting to challenge them here, not putting up much of a contest. Hazard surging forward, the Blade Storm gets taken out, runs right into the flash of Anderson. Perfectly time peaked from him. Leaves 3 members of Penguin Sledding trying to put this round together, but Instinct makes it 2, takes down King. Slimy Boogerman 2 kills away from a flawless round here in the 5th, and they land it off the back of a dev. Hunter's Fury snipes down the rival Sova, and now Slimy Boogerman ratcheting up the throttle to 100.
Instinct has been absolutely on fire, sitting at 7-2 right now. Almost has that full econ bar. Pugstar has an operator in his hand right now. Slimy Boogerman have got to be feeling good right now.
Yeah, who said Cypher can't carry? Instinct right at the top of the leaderboard there, way clear of anyone else on that leaderboard.
Yeah, I've been finding those really quick headshots and has definitely been playing to his agent's strengths.
Cover going out.
Have Fair here with the spike moving in, and it looks like after 3 losses in a row, it's going to force Penguin Sledding into an econ round here.
Yeah, Pugstar looking to punish that economic save with this. Oh,
no.
So close. There it is. King playing a dangerous game, pays the ultimate price. Pugstar gets the round started off with a snipe. Penguin Sledding off to the wrong foot here with this eco round. Hazard playing hazardously, pushed up really far mid here. Could get caught out.
Yeah, unfortunately, Penguin Sledding was playing just the tip there, and that was all that he needed to see that that Cypher there. But Kaplan actually taking down Hazard. This econ round has been horrible here for Penguin Sledding, but I mean, econ into, ooh, beautiful shock dart coming through for Dev. Moonblue getting one on the side with that Sheriff. So many right clicks coming out, not able to finish it out here. Really rough position, 1v4 classic. Oh, actually has the Sheriff, but still.
Some would say even harder with the low fire rate there. Sheriff, tough to take on multiple enemies at once. More of a 1v1 kind of dueling weapon there.
Yeah,
not
for
able
sure.
to make it stick. So Slimy Boogerman, they started off a little shaky, started off a little unsure, but have since put together 4 rounds and now are very much in the driver's seat here for this top 32 best of 1, looking to move forward here to the top 16. Now with these big banks moving forward, Penguin Sledding, it's very much a do or die round for them.
Yeah, and they actually have 4 ultimates available for this round, so I'd really like to see them try to use those. But Hazard starting things off, taking down Pugstar. Hazard gets taken down in revenge. Instinct absolutely popping off. Hunter's Fury coming through Moonblue, taking down Anderson, able to find 1. Not able to find any more damage with that, though.
Wow, what an explosion of kills there. We were wondering, as we said earlier, if mid would be contested. Well, there's your answer. There was a firefight through mid. 4 kills when it was all said and done. 5 kills, actually, rolling through total. So now these teams step back, take a breath, try and collect themselves after what was a massacre of an opening to this round.
Yeah, we actually saw Kaplan use his teleport over into Wine there, so he's just hanging out, waiting for those last 2 members of Slimy Boogerman. And with the way they're moving right now, he might be able to find something.
Yeah, now Slimy Boogerman with these sight lines down mid, certainly going to spot out any play towards B, so it's certainly got to be an A call here for Penguin Sledding. Time ticking down under 30 seconds now. Slimy Boogerman still rather spread out. And it's kind of an interesting angle being held there by Instinct, waiting for this deep rotate from Penguin Sledding. And there is the sound cue. Instinct hears the flash coming through out on A site, and that triggers the pinch here from Slimy Boogerman. And it's already so fast from the defenders here. They're closing in. The spike will go down, but now in a 1v3 situation, Hyun tries to clutch it out, but will get sprayed down. What was a suspenseful build-up culminates to a 5th Slimy Boogerman round in a row.
Yeah, with 5 in a row, their economy is looking very good right now. Those operators not even having to buy it every round because they're keeping someone alive.
And the 4 members of Slimy Boogerman started capped out at 9K at the start of this round. That is as good as it gets.
Yeah, looking very good in terms of their economy. I really loved how Kaplan played that. It was really unfortunate that Moonblue, he kind of peeked over towards Wine, but as soon as he looked away, that's when when Kaplan popped out, and that's when he fell.
So, Penguin Sledding now. They looked really strong to start this one out, but completely fallen apart. A point which Pugstar has made emphatically clear, and Kaplan reiterates to King, says, we are taking control of this match. Slimy Boogermen are absolutely massacring Penguin Sledding. Hazard trying to get this round back in a 2v4.
Yeah, definitely has his work cut out for him here, but only 1 shot left with that operator before he'll be able to force up onto Pugstar. But he had some help behind him there. Penguin Sledding just getting demolished by Slimy Boogerman. Slimy's got to be feeling themselves this week.
This is definitely, I gotta say, Slimy Boogerman showing us they can play to the tempo of the Penguin Sledding, of the Phoenix One, that we respect this tempered aggression that we love to see. Slimy Boogerman said, we've got a little bit of that in the pantry. We got some of that in store. We'll cook it up for you. We'll make it hot and fresh. Anderson on this flank right through enemy territory, picks up a quick and clean 2K, and that's going to be the Slimy Boogerman with a rather gross green 6 rounds in a row.
I just don't even know what to say at this point. Penguin Sledding getting forced into another economy round here. They have 3 ultimates available, but they haven't even been playing around their ultimates super well.
Yeah, and they haven't looked dangerous on the Thrifty round either, I'll say. I mean, we're no stranger to a Thrifty round here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown, and we don't expect, even 10% of those to get converted, but you want to look dangerous. You want to get kills. You want to do damage in the Thrifty round, and we're not even seeing that from Penguin Sledding. Hopefully, Hazard with the Blade Storm turn the tides here for the Arctic Birds. They're going to need a bit more than their little chubby wings to get this one started. Here comes Hazard with the Blade Storm, trying to find someone slipping. No one's going to reveal themselves quite yet. They know what is in store for them, and that's going to give Penguin Sledding control of A site, but for how long?
Hazard actually gets hit by the recon dart. They're able to get himself out for now, so really surprised he actually lived through that. Pugstar starting us out, taking down Moonblue with those blades. Rolling Thunder coming in onto Be Fair, about to be hit by that. Everyone on Penguin Sledding gets hit by that except for Hazard. Hazard able to get one with the blades before he falls to Kaplan, and here we go. Retake coming through for Slimy, and they are just demolishing Penguin Sledding. 1v4 now for King. No way he can defend this. Spike able to get one, almost trying to get that second headshot, but he is in a 1v3.
Dev gets it done with the classic. Hazard got one with the Blade Storm, but it wasn't enough for Penguin Sledding to unstick that defense there from Slimy Boogerman. And that's going to be a 7th round in a row here for Slimy Boogerman. It has been absolute domination from round 3 on for the defending side, and they continue rolling. Penguin Sledding now with their last opportunity in the first half to try and slow the roll here of the Slimy Boogermen, but there has been really not much from the side of Penguin Sledding to say that that is what's in store.
Moonblue starting things out with that recon dart. Hazard just getting knocked up, about to get found out by a few members here, but they back themselves out.
Once again, here comes the A play from Penguin Sledding. They're sticking with it here, and Hazard gets the opening kill onto Kaplan, but he's going to have to find one more. Hyun with the backup will take out Deb, but here comes Anderson through heaven, gets that kill, has Pugstar now on the op, holding down that angle. Penguin Sledding looked confident to start this round off, but they have stumbled now. They're going to try to be a little clever here through this corridor. They're starting to get pinched in. They feel the walls closing in. They back away from this one. Do have themselves in a 4v3 after that initial A take. That may be enough for them to slide on over to B. Instinct ready to go, ready to greet them.
Yeah, and Fair actually moving through mid, about to find himself some stragglers too. Markin might be able to find Pugstar there, able to take Pugstar. Instinct getting that quick revenge kill. And this is the first time in 7 rounds that Penguin Sledding has had the man advantage.
Yeah, this is a prime opportunity for Penguin Sledding. They've got to seize this moment. King playing expertly well with the timing, takes down Anderson, leaving Instinct in this 1v3. This is very possibly Penguin Sledding's turn of the tides. Instinct, as the clock ticks against him, doesn't have much intel to work with. Knows a shock dart came from about that general direction, but other than that, there's not much for Instinct to go off here. May just play for the exit kill now. Keep the Slimy Boogermen bankroll healthy.
Yeah, I mean, 7 rounds in a row should keep that bankroll nice and clean. Should be able to find himself a few kills here. But, I mean, if there were any members of Slimy that were going to be able to clutch that out, it was probably Instinct. He's been performing very well, especially considering the agent that he's on. 11-3 right now. That was only his 3rd death. That was round 10.
10 rounds in, only 3 deaths down for Instinct. A standout performance here in the first half. Really impressive from Instinct, but not enough to keep Penguin Sledding for getting themselves a 3rd round here in the first half. Maybe just enough of a cushion going into the second. Try and turn the tides, try and start working away at this deficit Slimy Boogermen have put up now. This Pugstar is now starting so aggressively, pushed up on the A side, almost rewarded with a kill. Penguin Sledding not wanting to challenge this too hard here. Pugstar backing off just a little bit, getting so dicey here. Penguin Sledding have really stuck to this A side play.
Yeah, I'm not completely convinced about their A-side push, but they keep trying things out. Pugstar has been here consistently with that operator punishing them, so we'll have to see if they're able to pick him off like they were at the beginning of the last round.
King here, aware of the camera movement, but not maybe of the placement quite yet. Does spot it out there for good measure. So that's going to trigger a cyber cage in retaliation. The opposite side of the map. A few bits of utility being exchanged, but no damage going out quite yet. These teams playing this round so tactically as Kaplan walks right into the barrel of Hazard, but Deb spots out Hazard for good measure, and here comes the push, and it is foiled by the defenders there. Penguin Sledding tried to catch Slimy Boogerman off guard, and it is not paying off whatsoever.
King able to make himself all the way there to CT side spawn, able to get himself one, but they know that Instinct is around. Gets hit by the tripwire. Oh no. Oh, okay, he was at least able to get rid of it. I thought he was just gonna get tripped up there. Instinct able, oh no, King taking down Instinct. Not enough time to get that spike down, but we are in a 1v1.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to go over to Slimy Boogerman, but not without a really strong performance there from King. Did the best he could to stay alive, get a couple more kills, even that round up. But Slimy Boogerman just too tough to deal with here for Penguin Sledding. Even when Penguin Sledding get one round on the board, they can't chain them together. So as we wrap up the first half here, Penguin Sledding, not much to hold on to going into this second half.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fair doesn't even have enough econ on his side to get a full rifle there, just rocking the Spectre for this round.
To see it light armor on Hyun as well. Not the full buy they'd want to close out this half with, give themselves a good moral boost. Moving into that second half here is Penguin Sledding now completely occupy that mid lane as Pugstar pushes up, gets spotted out by the camera. King now ready to greet the sniper. But now Slimy Boogerman, with this knowledge that Penguin Sledding haven't pushed up B here, this could play right into their favor. King peeks around the corner, pays dearly for it, but Hazard with a fair bit of real estate on this push now. Gets some damage, won't find the kill though. Kaplan up to Hazard's tricks now, and Penguin Sledding's game plan here for this 12th round has not played out.
Yeah, definitely not paying off for them so far. Definitely still doable. Health bar not looking great on this over there. I believe that's Dev.
Right here.
Slimy Boogermen would definitely love to go 9-3 as the sides are about to swap out here. 11 HP left on Dev. Yeah, and unfortunately, Penguin Sledding doesn't even have ultimates available, so there's not much that they can do.
They're just going to try and make this one stick, using speed to their advantage, storming out onto B site. Here comes the push. Penguin Sledding trading 1-for-1 for now, bring them to a 2v4, but here come the defenders round the corner. Another 1-for-1 trade leaves Fair in a 1v3 rather. Getting that intel there, getting the teleport rather out onto A site. Really smartly played from Fair, using that ultimate to the last possible second. Gets the spike plant. Now can he get the clutch? No. Dev with wide open, waiting arms takes down Fair, and that's going to be Slimy Boogerman wrapping up a 9-3 first half. Really dominant stuff from the defending side.
Yeah, we said they didn't have any ultimates, but Fair was able to pick himself up 3 kills in that last round. So got that teleport. Really surprised that he was actually able to get over to A side. Did the best that he could, but we have a 9-3 half coming through for Slimy Boogerman.
Yeah, that's a tall task in the hands of Penguin Sledding there, or in the wings rather. Slimy Boogermen are just 4 rounds away from a ticket to the top 16. Penguin Sledding have got to get some streaks in a row. It's got to start with this pistol round here. We'll see how the buys shape up. So it looks like actually Hazard opting for the light armor and the ghost being gifted over. So definitely Penguin Sledding putting all of their eggs in the Hazard basket.
And definitely a player that can perform. So we'll have to see if he's able to find these entry frags that we expect from a high-level jet op duelist.
Yeah, looking for the smoke, looking for the dash, but here it's going to be on King's shoulders, and he runs away, gets away in the nick of time, pays a little bit of HP as Slimy Boogermen storm out onto the A site. Hyun looking for this angle through heaven. It's going to get smoked out. Oh, just has the edge there to find that big damage. Plant goes down here for Slimy Boogerman as the bullets start flying through the smoke here. Pugstar gets himself propped up as the recon drone spots out the members of Penguin Sledding. Time ticking away as we are still in a 5v5.
Yeah, no one falling quite yet, and I'm honestly surprised that Slimy was able to get onto the point so easily. Hazard able to keep himself alive for now, taking down Pugstar. Pugstar grabbed Fair on the other side. 4 members falling very quickly. 3v3 now, 2v2.
Oh, what an opportunity that was for Hazard, but now these teams just trading so many bullets back and forth. It's going to be Hyun with just the smallest margin of time, 2.7 seconds remaining. Goodness gracious, what a mess that was. Hazard got right into the face of Dev and said, oh, hello, I don't really want to be here right now.
There's 2 members here right now. Let me back up into 2 more.
Dashed away, got 1 kill before getting taken out. Hazard playing to the absolute limit there in that round. Finally delivers a much-deserved pistol round win to Penguin Sledding. Actually, Penguin Sledding are 2-0 pistol rounds here in this game. So, you know, of course, credit to them for that. Gotta keep that streak rolling now. Here's Slimy Boogerman sending out that bit of a scare tactic, a little bit of shock and awe coming through, but Slimy Boogerman taking their time here in the 14th round.
Yeah, the way that round played out, it was pretty much a pistol dominoes. Someone would get a headshot, then get headshot, and then the person that headshot them would get headshot. And everything played out very quickly. Hazard starting things off with the stinger there, showing off how powerful that SMG is.
Now Hyun forced to back away, and here comes the cavalry, but Hyun ready for a fight, takes down Pugstar, goes back for more! Hyun around the corner, takes down 2, Moonblue follows up with the spray onto Dev. This is all over for the Slimy Boogerman. Penguin Sledding with a bit of style get themselves a 5th round and a bit more hope here in the way for Penguin Sledding.
And I actually kind of want to see Penguin Sledding force up and buy rifles for this round. That's round 3 is when we really started to see things switch over in favor of Slimy Boogermen in the last round. They had those full rifles, they had those full shields, and going into SMGs and Sheriffs, I'm not sure they're going to be able to pull this out without a force buy.
You're absolutely right. This is where it all fell apart for Penguin Sledding in the first half. So I would have liked to see that adaptation. Hasn't come through yet. We'll see how they make it stick. Here comes Hazard, though. He is not afraid. Oh, but maybe he should be as Anderson takes down Fair. Anderson takes down Hazard. A quick double kill for Anderson. This may be doom for Penguin Sledding. Anderson on the triple kill, looking for more. Hyun forced to back away here. Just a Sheriff and armor. But Hyun, what the heck? Through the Cypher Cage, takes down Instinct. Slimy Boogerman now in a 4v2 as the spike goes down.
Ooh, King able to take down Dev in the middle of that owl drone there. They know exactly where's that Pugstart, be able to take up that kill, and this is where you really needed that force. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Why are you going to use a Breach Ultimate if you don't have rifles to follow it up?
What are you saving for? Like, you need to win rounds now.
You are down 9-5. You need to force every time you can.
Yeah, I agree, but now it's the cost being Penguin Sledding let Slimy Boogermen go on to double digits, but now Penguin Sledding get to buy rifles this round.
Why would you just?
You could have just bought rifles last round.
I would have preferred. I would have been okay with rifles, light shields if they had rifles.
No, yeah.
Why are you going to force Hyun's ultimate there if you're not going to have guns to follow it up? They followed it up with a Sheriff and a Stinger. This goes here.
Well, hopefully they know better. And I would say they certainly do from most of the time, 99% of the time. This may be a time where us casters feel we are on the right here, but nonetheless, Penguin Sledding with still a good opportunity to get themselves closer to the Slimy Boogermen, as Slimy Boogermen have already taken over A site. King gets 1, gets 2, King gets 3. King with a stark defense, very well may have delivered a round to Penguin Sledding, and does. So the save previous round pays off for Penguin Sledding this round. They get their 6th round on the board. They get that deficit down to 4. And now they've got a little bit of money in the bank as well.
And that's what Penguin Sledding is capable of when they have the rifles in their hand. And they're going to be able to force Slimy Boogerman into an econ now.
Yeah. So Penguin Sledding with a stark advantage, if not in rounds. They do have it in firepower. They have it in economy. They've got to correlate that to success. Here comes Hyun, already looking to establish some real estate here mid, but it's going to have to back away. The vision denial is playing such a big role into how Slimy Boogermen move around this map, but Hazard not afraid at all. But look at Slimy Boogermen, the response, they push so far up mid.
I just laugh every time I hear the Sheriff get shot. I mean the Marshal get shot. It's such a, it's like the airsoft gun.
Yeah,
of
I was
Valorant.
literally just gonna say an airsoft gun, like a little BB gun.
Yeah. Pew, pew.
That's where
it sounds dinkier than the classic. Like
yeah, literally. That's where they should have had the futuristic skin line. Just a little pew pew.
I'm actually really excited for the Nerf line that's coming out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It looks very good. It's going to be really funny to see Nerf darts flying at people.
Dear all Valorant Sunday Showdown teams, please buy Nerf guns. Please give Pugstar Blade Storms. Pugstar gets 1, but gets taken out by Moonblue. They're out of the sky. Kills going 2 for 1, favoring Slimy Boogermen thus far. They get control of A site once more. Here comes the retake as the spike goes down. Penguin Sledding looking to start this one off right, looking to finish it right as well. Hazard picks up the double kill. Moonblue gets a 2nd kill as well, leaving just Instinct completely walled off here. And I thought the spike was in the process of being planted, did not finish being planted. So Instinct is gonna have to make his gun do the talking. Gets 1, says who wants more? Instinct looking for a challenger, finds one in the form of Moonblue. Moonblue wraps him up to go for the triple kill. Penguin Sledding now gnawing away at that deficit.
Yeah, we saw Kaplan just standing in the corner there by A Heaven, just hiding in the corner there. He had like 3 members walking above him, And he was just convinced he was hidden. It just reminded me of the Shaq meme where Shaq is standing in the corner just trying to hide. It's like, dude, they can see you. Like,
goes there.
things finally starting to work out for Penguin Sledding here. They're able to take 4 of these first 5 rounds of the second half, and they've got to be feeling good at this point.
Yeah, Penguin Sledding definitely with the momentum on their side. Now we've got to get the score line on their side. The first half rather left them such a tight spot. Slimy Boogermen just need to put a few good rounds together to close this one out. Penguin Sledding still with a lot of work to do. Slimy Boogermen taking their time here with this 18th round, the spread offense approach. Instinct pushed up through B main now, trying to catch a member of Penguin Sledding out, revealing themselves. That's not going to be the case quite yet, as Slimy Boogermen establish themselves once again, get themselves a lot of territory up that mid corridor. Penguin Sledding not opting to challenge that part of the map quite yet.
Moonblue sweeping some people out and popping that Hunter's Fury, catching Instinct in the corner there. Another Hunter's Fury coming out on the other side. Getting a lot of damage down onto Instinct there. Dev about to hit his teammates. Did he hit his teammate? I think he clipped the teammate.
I think so. We'll see if that has larger implications across this round as the kills favoring the attackers now. They storm out onto site. That may not be too big of a sin there from Dev. Clipping his teammate there may not be the biggest deal in the end, but King takes down Kaplan on the backside as the spike goes down. Now 3 attackers remaining, trying to hold on to this B site now. Penguin Sledding closing in from either side. Pugstar ready for that recon bolt to come flying in, ready to greet that, but it's gonna be King who storms around the corner. It's gonna be King picking up the quadra kill. King with the defuse, Moonblue says.
Giving him some approval. Moonblue getting the nod of approval from Moonblue. You know you did something good. We saw Pugstar just kind of enjoying the view there, looking at exploring the area, exploring Ascent, and he definitely paid for it with his life there.
Pugstar was so ready for that recon bolt to come flying in that he didn't think King would be the projectile flying in around the corner, storming through, taking down 4 members of Slimy Boogermen in that round, 3 of them on that site in that retake. Penguin Sledding, they just send the hand of the King to do their bidding.
When you said King was the projectile, just reminded me of the deep OG beta days where you could give the camera a pistol you could give the Cypher camera a pistol. If you can remember playing against that, you're a Valorant OG.
That's they should combine Cypher's camera with Killjoy's turret. That would be fun. Riot devs, please.
Please.
And nerf classic right click. So Slimy Boogermen.
And run and gunning.
And,
please fix running and gunning.
More graffiti for observers to look at. Thank you.
More grenade squirrels, please.
Yes, absolutely. And so Slimy Boogermen, 3 ultimates available to them in this round, but not a lot of rifles available to them this round. Very much a save round, light armor going across the board there. Only the Marshall in terms of longer guns there for the Slimy Boogermen, but they're going to try to make this one stick. Nonetheless, Fair takes down Pugstar. Fair looking to take down Instinct, gets the spray down. Now hunting down Kaplan, only 1 bullet left. Anderson takes down Fair. Kaplan takes down Moonblue. So Slimy Boogermen got off on the wrong foot, but have since punched back.
Yeah, quickly turned into a 3v3 here. And, I mean, King is still alive, so if you're Slimy Boogerman, you've got to be afraid.
Yeah, absolutely. King single-handedly retook this site just 1 round ago. Could very well do it again. Dev now waiting. Oh, gets excellent intel, but won't be able to land the shots here. Dev so close to doing damage, but won't be able to make it stick quite yet. Flashed out Dev, trying to hold down this corner. His gun storms through onto the site, picks up the double kill, and Hazard puts the bow on top, takes down Dev. Penguin Sledding now within 1 round of the Slimy Boogermen.
Okay,
yeah, that was a little dicey.
It's like, what are you doing? I'm just waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day that someone convinces me that the Marshall is a good gun.
It is a good gun.
I'm willing to be proven wrong.
It is a good gun.
I think it's a good gun when there's not armor in play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a situational gun, but all these guns are technically situational, you know, technically.
Except for the Stinger. The Stinger is an always
Good
gun.
always. Yeah, absolutely.
Mid-range, short-range, long-range. You want to headshot someone?
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you know, whenever. Stinger, good to go. So now Penguin Sledding, despite the massive deficit that faced them at the beginning of this half, they have clawed their way back into it. Now just one round away from even keel with the Slimy Boogermen. Slimy Boogermen, this is certainly a disappointment for them, wanting to have closed this one out after that surging performance in the first half. They've got to pull themselves together. They've got to mix it up on attack here up against Penguin Sledding.
Yeah, we haven't seen A forces really working out for anyone so far on either side of the map. So a little more glad to see Slimy Boogerman not trying to just force their way onto A right at the beginning of the round like we saw in the first 4 or 5 rounds. Never really paid off for them. Trying to figure out what works for them now, though.
Trying to have a proper execute out onto A. Will the utility save them? So far, serving them well, but King does find the revenge on the Kaplan before going down to Anderson. Now Hyun repositioning as Moonblue takes down Anderson. Pugstar takes down Moonblue. The kills getting traded so quickly, but leaving the defenders here in a 2v3. Slimy Boogermen have been unable to bring the spike forward here as Hyun evens the tide, and Fear on this backside here could flank through. I don't think Slimy Boogermen realize how big this pinch is, but certainly they do now as the Rolling Thunder from Hyun comes in. Slimy Boogermen have been unable to get this plant down. 5 seconds remaining. They've got to go right now. Fair, so close to finding the wall bang. Hyun storms out just too early here, gets taken out by Pugstar. Now Fair in a 1v2.
Yeah, they did such a good job of denying that plant as long as possible, but Slimy Boogerman finally able to finish that out here. 1v1 now as we have Fair versus Pugstar. Pugstar with, I believe, that operator up top.
Yeah, Fair has no idea, but doesn't matter. Fair so fast. Fair flicks onto Pugstar, clutches out the 1v2 with 11 HP remaining, and Penguin Sledding overcome a 9-3 deficit, tie us up at 10 apiece here in the second half.
Yeah, they are starting to look very good here on this attack, and they're having the exact opposite performances they did in that first half, taking 7 of 8, looking very, very clean here.
Yeah, these teams certainly in need of a guide of how to attack on Ascent. Neither of these teams able to find a strategy or a pace that works for them on the attacking side. They've tried it on A site, they've tried it on B side, but these sites so hard to hold even if you are able to get control. And now Penguin Sledding, they know the disadvantage Slimy Boogermen are at, and they are taking full advantage.
Fair able to take down Instinct to start things off. That top fragger there for Slimy Boogerman now off the board. Pugstar here trying to hold down A, move in, checking out Hell. No one hanging out there for him to kill there. And Spike coming down for Slimy Boogerman here. Penguin Sledding getting ready to move in. Hyun takes a ton of damage through the wall, does get swept out there. 2 quick kills going over to Slimy, but another few revenge kills coming through. 3v3, 2v2 now. As Anderson able to get one more before he falls. This is Kaplan all by himself here. Penguin Sledding might be able to take the lead here, but no. Kaplan making it a 1v1, just trying to play around that spike, playing for the time in Moonblue. Oh no!
Oh man, yeah, Kaplan had no idea where Moonblue was. Moonblue reveals himself, takes him down. Oh, that was so close, the thinnest of margins, but that's gonna be Penguin Sledding taking the lead over Slimy Boogerman, and I almost cannot believe it. Is this the same team we saw in the first half?
I'm just starting to think that Penguin Sledding feels a little bit more comfortable on the Ascent defense here. They've been looking so clean.
Who wouldn't?
They're letting Slimy Boogerman collapse in onto A, and they're just going in and cleaning it up when it's beautiful the way that they're playing around A. They've had great collapses, and a little unfortunate that Hyun got killed through the wall there. He's been performing very well on that breach, and it looks like we have a little bit of a technical pause coming through.
Yeah, just taking a bit of a moment here, and that will give us a bit of a moment to survey the landscape here. If you're just now joining us, you have missed a absolute boxing match here between Penguin Sledding and Slimy Boogermen. Although maybe not as much of a trading punches as it is just knocking each other out here in these two halves. Slimy Boogermen put up 7 rounds in a row on Penguin Sledding there in the first half, but in the second half, Penguin Sledding, it has been all Penguins all the time here, taking, as I count here, 8 of the last 9 rounds, taking the lead there. Now Penguin Sledding with the lead 2 rounds away from punching their ticket into top 16 Valorant Sunday Showdown week number 37. Had to think about it for a second.
No, we're 36.
36. Yeah. Goodness, I was looking at
Dilly,
37.
we have Hazard here. He has his blades available. He also picked up a Bucky. I love that idea as some little bit extra damage. Typically we see that ultimate available and you just pick up the pistol. And here we go, paying it off, able to get a kill with that Bucky before he falls. Hunter's Fury's coming through across the map. Fair able to get 2 quick kills, taking down Kaplan.
Oh,
Anderson able to grab one, and this is a 1v3, and Penguin Sledding go to match point.
Oh, it was so fast. Blink and you'll miss it. Penguin Sledding completely dismantle, completely eviscerate the attackers, Slimy Boogermen, and it is all but fallen apart for the Slimy Boogermen. They are 1 round away from elimination here in top 32, and this is absolutely ruinous for a team that was up 1.9 to 3 in this game. They have let it slide to here where they are putting together this cobbled bye to do their absolute last-ditch effort to prevent Penguin Sledding from wrapping this game right up.
And we're starting things off with a Hunter's Fury here. Moonblue able to take down Kaplan to start things off immediately. A 5v4 Hazard taking down Anderson. 5v3 to start match point for Hazard. I'm sorry, for Penguin Sledding. Instinct able to take down King there, evening things up a little bit, but the advantage still in favor of Penguin Sledding here.
Instinct knows he's in a really dicey position as the walls close in. He's got to try and kick one of these down, but before he can, Moonblue with that shock dart snipe takes him down, and Slimy Boogerman in a 2v4 for their tournament lives. Pugstar with the spike in hand. Recon Bold forces Hazard away from his position. Here comes the push from Slimy Boogerman. It's going to be fair to try and stop them. Goes down to Pugstar here after taking down Dev. Pugstar in the 1v3. Oh, and here comes the utility. Pugstar runs out of bullets.
I was about to point it out. He only had 5 bullets in his gun.
Oh,
Feels
tragedy. Tragedy strikes for the Slimy Boogermen, and it is opportunity for Penguin Sledding. They are your top 32 victors, moving on to top 16 over the Slimy Boogermen. Definitely GG's to both teams. Both teams having big control of the match at one point or another, but Penguin Sledding taking it in the end. And now it's all about the MVP conversation. I think earlier on in the first half of the game, MVP, despite the big deficit that Penguin Sledding were incurring, MVP for me was definitely King in the first half on the Cypher there.
Yeah, between King and Instinct,
Yeah.
the Cypher play was incredible for this game. Really back and forth. Definitely a defense-sided game coming through on this round of Ascent. We'll see who our MVP here is in just a second. But I also really wanted to shout out great use of all the ultimates. We saw beautiful Hunter's Furies coming through. Some of the Rolling Thunders were left a little something lacking, but some of them had some great follow-up on them. We saw that great use of it to deny the plants a couple of occasions, and Moonblue going 16 and 16, match MVP.
I actually have to say, Moonblue, really, really good performance there. 13 assists on there, so massive amounts of intel and damage coming through from Moonblue. We saw more than one Hunter's Fury kills from Moonblue, the assists making the difference there. But I gotta say, that is one of the lower end of the kill totals for an MVP, but certainly not to disparage Moonblue's performance there. Excellently played here from Penguin Sledding as we take a quick look at the leaderboard and a quick look back at us. That was top 32. Penguin Sledding taking a close game over Slimy Boogermen 13-10. We are going to take a quick break and we will be back with top 16 here at Valorant Sunday Showdown, week number 36. Stick around. You definitely don't want to miss it.